Welcome back. It's the two alphas talking. Today we're going to speak to you about buying, purchasing, acquiring your first firearm. What are the ramifications? What are things that you should think about? Christmas season, a lot of sales going on. You want to make sure you buy something of quality.
And affordability and durability. So we're talking about purchasing the handguns, not shotguns or long guns. So they may have some pretty good sales going on right now. That's been very, very affordable. So we're basically trying to say don't go out and buy something that you think you can afford. Let's say, I'm going to use some examples. I'm not going to mention any company names. But the example is, I'm not going to go out and buy a $150 gun when I can save up a couple more months and buy a $300 gun that I know is reliable and is going to be very effective and ideal for me. So if you buy something that's going to be a $150 gun and it doesn't work out for you, now you got to go out and spend another $300 to buy something that you want. You're just wasting a lot of money.
Right. The same money that you can, you would say $150, $189.99 gun, one of those guns, you wind up having to what's called upgrade and buy something that have a little bit more quality. What we're saying is go out the first time and buy something of quality that you can grow into, so to speak. A lot of these different manufacturers have modifications that you can make to the gun to kind of fit your gaining ability. Once you get to a level of proficiency, you might want to change the trigger. You might want to change the sights. Do you need night sights or do you need target sights? Do you need a red dot? Those things that you will come to you later on as you grow into this sport or into this lifestyle. Those are things that you take consideration. Some of those $189.99 guns, it is what it is. That's it. That's just it. It may fire most of the time, but the time that you need it, you may run into some problems.
Right, and also too, don't spend $399 on a firearm and buy $700 worth of gear to put on that firearm without taking and spending at least some of that money to get some training.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Support your local trainers.
Right, and get some training. You know, you may have a gun that you spend $399 on, now it's worth $1,500, and you haven't trained one lick on how to use that firearm. It may look good, you got all the latest bells and whistles on it.
I think they call that Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci.
Gucci your gun.
Yeah, it may look good and run good, but it's not efficient because the
Can you
operator
run it?
can't run it.
Exactly.
The gun outruns the operator.
And most guns, and you talk to anyone in the business, anyone in this lifestyle, most guns are better than the actual operator. The person that's actually pulling the trigger, you hear it all the time, this gun shoots better than I can shoot it. That's cool, but at least you know where you stand with it. So one is the training. Two, be also wary and leery of inventory that a store may be trying to get rid of. So you're not very versed in firearms. You may want to consult somebody who has some knowledge. You want to go to some of these ranges where you can rent multiple guns. I saw one range recently where you can go in, you pay one fee, and you can get up to 5 different guns that you're able to come back to the counter and get a different gun and try it, because you have to look at the grip, the way it feels in your hand. Don't just go on because somebody said this is the perfect gun for me. That's not the same for you. You know, I make a recommendation all the time to different people, but that's based upon my interactions and a long time of using one particular brand. But that doesn't say that for me that I won't suggest something else for someone else.
Right.
Because that is what it comes down to. Affordability and adaptability. What gun can you adapt to? Because they're all made in a certain way. So just to get into a little bit of it, there's different angles on each gun that you have to take in consideration. Does that fit your eye? Does that fit your hand? Do you like the way it feels? You have to like that gun. You have to grow into that gun, as opposed to something that you try to mold because it's only $189.99. All right.
Right.
So if you go look up, you can probably do a Google search on guns that cost $189.99, and that manufacturer will pop up for you.
Yeah. And so don't buy that.
Don't buy that gun.
Buy something that's good. And there's a lot of different places out there selling some good guns.
And don't be afraid to buy used,
yeah.
especially law enforcement trade-ins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the
they got
love
low,
everybody.
They got low mileage.
Yes, yes. Some of them may just have a little bit of holster wear because
Right.
it's never gotten out of the damn holster. So
Right.
Be leery and always keep your mind open for something used.
And a lot of used guns, it's a certain manufacturers in certain areas that you can buy those used guns, take them to the manufacturer, and they will do a 100% check on those guns for free and give it right back to you.
Yep. And some of them do a refurbishing where they actually refurbish the gun back to specs so that when you buy it, you're damn near buying a brand new gun.
Yeah. So something to think about, something to consider. All right. And we'll see you on the range next time. So thank you much.
See you guys.